Hey everybody, my name is Silver Knight. I am coming into the world of Guild Wars 2 from the perspective of a long-time World of Warcraft player. This series chronicles my journey through the world of Tyria, which I did actually kind of have to look up because I kind of didn't know the name of the world, but you know, the more you know. And all of its bumbling, falling off cliffs, and getting killed in incredibly stupid ways glory. I hope you enjoy. While I'm here, let's go kind of run around and see what else I can discover in this place. Because I haven't really been to this zone before. Like, literally ever. I have not been into the zone before. So cool. We got the jumping puzzle. Actually, let me open that up real quick. And see if I can, Why you gotta be like that? Why you gotta do me like that? Random NPC. Do I have no idea who you are? What? Back up off me, wolf. Look, my dude. This is not where you want to be in your life, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you brought friends. That's nice. How sweet of you. Excuse me? Come on, dude. I really ain't got time for this, my man. Just saying. Okay. So I see another one of these thingy doodles.
Maybe you'll think twice next time. Charge!
And by thingy doodles, I mean this diamond. For some reason, my brain cannot equate this to anything but baseball right now. Waypoint. There we go. Just look at the word and hope that my brain can comply. Is basically what it amounts to. Okay. That's a pretty cool little thing. Chop. That's pretty cool that pretty much all of the dailies were... Excuse me? Pretty cool that pretty much all of the dailies were in the Krita area, though. That's pretty neato. Well, I mean, with the exception of the one that obviously wasn't, but... You did the jumping daily. Don't die. Yay. Yay for not dying. Yay for continued survival. Way I can get up there? Doesn't involve me running all over freaking creation. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, never mind. There we go.
Advance.
What? Oh. Oh yeah, I should probably be paying attention to the mini-map that tells you, like, hey, there's a big-ass cliff there. Fair. Fair point to make. I like the color scheme here, though. A lot of these bright reds and, you know, beiges and stuff like that. Very warm color palette. I like it.
Burn their catapults and kill
Ah,
everything that
shiza Manelli.
Charge!
I don't want none of this. I just want the home point, my man. I just called it a home point like it's Final Fantasy XI. Some bitch. Definitely not what I wanted to do, but that's fine.
Protected. Charge!
I have no idea where I'm going. The Trebuchet Band, that's cool. Also, I know it said trebuchet, but I'm just... Look, 13-year-old me didn't know how to pronounce trebuchet. I was uncultured swine, so I would always go like, what the hell is a trebuchet? What is a trebuchet? What does it do? Why are they calling it a trebuchet? Did it shoot 3 buckets? Please explain this to me. Sound quality of these earbuds are pretty good. But again, the whole, like, I can hear my voice ringing in my skull piece. Skull piece? You know what? You know, yeah, sure, skull piece. That sounds fine. Could be worse. There are worse things to say than skull piece, I guess. Okay, look. Oh, these wolves have got some problems, man. Oh, they're wargs, that's why. Huh. I was like, these guys are like roided out, man. They have definitely seen some stuff. places do I have? So I can see places of interest. So it doesn't show, it shows you pretty much everything except waypoints, is basically what I'm getting out of this. Which I suppose is, you know, cool. I mean, I'm kind of surprised it shows you anything at all. The fact that it even highlights any of that is actually kind of cool. So I can appreciate it. Yoop. Oh man, I'm gonna be sad when I hit the day where I'm gonna start to run out of stuff to find in Guild Wars. It will make me sad. I mean, it's gonna happen eventually regardless, because, I mean, the same thing happened in WoW too. And admittedly, I mean, it theoretically happened faster. I was just stubborn. Have you noticed that I'm not really going into, like, my jilted, you know, ex-lover phase quite as viscerally as I was before? You know, the crack is slowly draining from my system. I'm detoxing from it quite decently. You know, I played a game like freaking Bless Unleashed for a couple of days, and I'm like, you know, I can get some value out of this. No, I've paid literally $0, and it's just not bad. A relatively decent time with it. God, every sound of me drinking something or eating something is just magnified like 30-fold with earbuds in. And it's so disconcerting. It shouldn't be, but it is. Like, I'm just taking a sip of my drink and I feel like I'm like... and I'm just like, oh... Oh, I hope that isn't in the microphone. And then I look and I realize that I'm barely making any sound whatsoever. I'm just going, okay, that's fine. Do I go up here? Get up here. Okay, not going that way. We will find other ways to go. We will find another way around to the vista. Stop. I keep bopping my microphone handler. That's not what it's called. Microphone arm. There we go. The microphone handler. Yes. It's the microphone's agent. I had to get the microphone's agent on the phone. Their handler is not okay with things. Ah, there you are. Okay. So. It seems like the vistas are sort of like entry-level jumping puzzles, as it were. Like, it's sort of like a, you have to sort of understand the terrain. Like, you have to kind of look around for certain... Cool. You have to look around for it. But, you know, you don't have to go through quite as much bullshit, basically. But... Scoot. Scoot. Scoot into the ear. Stay. Good thing. Once again, if I talk and do like a lot of exaggerated facial motions, at least the way they're intended to sit, I basically have them at like a 90-degree angle. Because I don't know if you can see it. I have it sort of like facing out. It's definitely supposed to be facing up because that's literally the way it's... You can see it's designed to fit in the skull. But anytime I do exaggerated facial motions, it kind of like pops it out of where it's supposed to. Don't die. That's gonna be a stupid way to die. And it'd be exactly how it go, because of course it would. But I kind of have it sitting at a different angle, so that way whenever I talk a lot, it's less likely to actually like pop out of the ear hole. And that way I can do the whole gamer hair. You know, like, as you can see, I'm clearly, you know, dolled up for the camera, right? I literally just use the term dolled up unironically. You know what? We're just gonna make do. How does one? How does one? One does something with this. How does do? How do you make go? Maybe I could just walk around and find out, yeah? Yo, can I actually go there? Is that a set piece? Don't die. Thank you. That's not a set piece. Where the hell? Oh, that's Vigil Town. That's the soldiery people, yeah? Like the three factions that you can join. There's the Indiana Jones crew, there's the James Bond crew, and then there's Scully McCrackertons. You know, the Skullcrackers and shit. These are the Skullcrackers, yeah? I love the fact that I can actually just go here. You know, it's not like, here, okay, here comes the jilted ex-lover. You know, the jilted ex-lover thing. It's not like Covenants where it's just like, fuck you. Oh, excuse me. Like, fuck you. You were not allowed into this covenant. I don't care if you saved our ass from certain destruction. You didn't do our quest chain, so poo-poo to you. For some stupid reason. Thinking about WoW, now that I've had some time to be, like, removed from it, like, it actively makes me mad. And not for the reasons it did before, but just because of all of the missed opportunities. There's so much content in that game that they just don't use. It's just like, we're going to use it for this expansion, and then literally just throw it away. Why are you spending so much time on stuff that's literally designed to be temporary? It's not even biodegradable. Like, why? I just got a level from that. Oh, that is fucking cool looking. Okay, we need to preview these. Yo. Yes, I'm literally doing this based upon how they look. The Greaves are fucking cool looking. But those pauldrons, though. I mean, clear preview. I mean, like, I gotta go with the pauldrons, right? Like, check that shit out. Pauldrons it is. It's not even that I would necessarily wear them, because they have toughness on them, and using them more of a, pew-pew kind of thing, but, like, on the real, though. Look at that shit! That is so cool looking! I love visual progression. It's so cool. This game is cool. And again, this is... Wait, what? Oh. I went in there and I kind of loop-de-doodled around and I came out. Okay. Tyria surface. Woodland Cascades. So I don't have the ability, from what I can see, to go there. Here's a wood coast, the far Shiver Peaks, Eye of the North. Hey, that was a Guild Wars expansion. Yura Marches, Blood Legion Homelands. So I'm assuming these are all places I would go to. It's so weird to see 50, 60 places in green. Because I'm... Wait. Wait a minute. I'm literally 5 levels from level cap. But that makes my brain hurt. I'm literally 5 levels away from level cap, and it doesn't feel like I am at all. And it's one of those weird situations where it doesn't feel like I'm vastly out-leveling the content. It feels like I've been, you know, rocketed through a bunch of stuff that I don't care about. I've been kind of like doing my own thing. I haven't seen a lot of the higher level zones and all that kind of stuff, but it feels a lot... It's like a natural consequence of me doing stuff, which is cool. It doesn't feel like it's a jarring experience at all. It's just jarring to realize that there's a bunch of high level areas that I have not gone to, like, at all. Roller beetles. Yeah, the gamer hair is getting in my way and it needs to stop now. I'm kind of done with it now. La da 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 doom. Doom. That is not. Oh, I've been playing a little bit too much Bless Unleashed. I just tried to hit control to like evade.
Protected.
And I try to do that because the buttons, like the button scheme in Bless Unleashed is fucking weird, dude. It is weird. The fact that there's no modifiers like Control, Shift, and Alt are just their own buttons, and you can't modify them with anything, which just feels funky. I mean, at this point, like, I can tell that with Bless Unleashed they had... And, you know, I gotta say, kudos to the developers of the game for continually trying to retool it and make it better than what it is. Like, it wasn't just like, well, it's out here, cash shop, go. Like, it's failed in pretty much every region it's been in. And then they took it offline and then retooled it to make it more like action combat oriented and then put it back out. And it's not that bad. Like, in all honesty, it's not that bad of a game. It's not something I would play long term for sure. I hear like the combat's clunky and I'm like, maybe it is. I mean, honestly, the character I've been playing is a berserker, which is supposed to be like slow and clunky anyway, so I don't really feel it. And this is probably going to sound like absolute blasphemy, but I kind of prefer the Berserker in Bless Unleashed to the Berserker in Terra. Because, like Berserker in Terra, it's very slow and clunky, a lot of hard-hitting, animation-locked stuff like that, but you can tell that in Bless Unleashed, it's designed for the combat to be very slow and, like, clunky, methodical, where you're supposed to, like, evade things, and it's expecting you to be animation-locked for a certain period of time, whereas in Terra, it's just everything is kind of, like, flying at you, so the Berserker... In order for it to just not feel like you're getting punished for playing your class, you have to animation cancel to have the mobility that, like, literally every other class in the game has. And it's not even that the Berserker class in Terra has low mobility, has a ton of mobility. It's just, it's animation locked more so than it seems like other classes are, so it feels clunky. Whereas the Berserker class in Bless Unleashed, I'm like, yeah, it's slow. Like, it's clunky in the way you would imagine anyone wielding like a 7-foot-tall axe and swinging it around would feel kind of slow and clunky, but it doesn't feel like a detriment relative to other things. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel bad in the way that the Berserker and Terra can feel bad if you don't animation cancel, if that makes sense. So now I just kind of want to actually play Terra to... okay. So, question.
What now?
For anyone who's used earbuds, do your ears start to itch when you wear them for an extended period of time? Because I don't remember my ears itching, like, quite this much. I don't know if that's me thing, or if that's because I just have, like, hair, like, hair in your ear, no. Like, if that's just because, you know, I have strands of hair getting in the way or something like that, or what have you, but... Ooh. I probably should not have scratched the itch, because now my... Ow! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Don't mind me. Doing stuff. See, that's what I mean. Like, if you can see the way this thing, right? Tell that it is designed to just go like this, where you're just supposed to, like, boop. And you just boop, and it just sits, right? Which is cool and fine, all well and good, but if I, like, you know, like, super exaggerated facial expressions, I can feel it start to pop out, basically. Which is... Wow, I'm talking really quiet today. Okay. I guess that's the added effect of being able to hear your own voice in your skull about 10 times louder than it has any right to be. I imagine. Ugh. Okay. To be fair, I also don't typically wear earbuds. Like, at all. It's a very rare thing, and mainly because in previous instances of me attempting to wear earbuds, now granted they were usually like fairly cheap But in all instances of me trying to wear earbuds throughout the years, like, my ears would always hurt. It would always hurt with them. We're talking like 10 or 15 minutes. My ears would start to get sore, if they didn't get sore almost immediately. So the fact that I can go for a while without my ears starting to kind of hurt. Granted, I do kind of have to, like, wear them wrong. But the fact that I can wear them for, excuse me, sir? That is definitely not what you want to do. But I mean, you know, like, more power to you, buddy.
Protected.
Hey, buddy. You can definitely tell I'm used to playing Bless Unleashed a little bit. Because I'm trying to... Excuse me? Who is hitting me? And why? Y'all need to back up off my Cheerios, alright? I want none of your issues as I just casually swim away from like a, I don't know, medieval rocket launcher or whatever the hell it is. Also known as a trebucket. The sound of this is so immersive though, man. Like, these aren't active noise cancellation. They're not that good. I think these things were $30 or $40. They're like... I want to call them J-Lo. They're not. I think it's like J-Pop or... JL Pop or JL Air or something like that. It starts with a J. I know that much. Can something stop fucking shooting me? I just want the ore. Dickweeds. Okay. What? Where am I going? Up. This. Wait, have I been down here before? Oh, I already earned that. Yeah, I've been here before. Oh, yeah! This is the, I almost died. And I would have absolutely deserved that. Oh yeah, it's, Pirate Island. I should probably be doing... I don't know, anything. Anything other than just chillaxing and swimming around, but I like chillaxing and swimming around. It's fun. Very chill. Especially since I'm still not feeling that great. Like, you ever had... Like, you're getting over a sinus infection, you're getting over a cold or whatever, and it's like... Gather the clam. Sure. And it's like you can technically breathe through your nose, like, the air passages are available for use, but at the same time they're still, like, pseudo-clogged up to the point where even if you can get air through them, which you technically can, it's not really recommended because it's all just threatening to, like, congeal back into your face parts again. Yeah, it's like that, and it is unfortunate. New event nearby, eh? Sure. There's iron ore. I will come back to you later because apparently something needs to be murdered. Sounds like the murdering has already commenced. Murdering is being... Excuse me? Excuse me, bitch? You were gonna keep me out like this? Really? Really? Son of a... I did nothing. I was just in the vicinity. I was trying to get to the dude. But thank you, game, for taking pity upon me, because goddammit, I tried. I tried, man. I tried to get over there. I did. I wouldn't make a joke about there being no invisible walls in real life, but I guess that's literally what glass is. Come out, sapling. In you go. What? No. No, Mr. Scooter. I was not trying to take your home. Just trying to appropriate a little bit of it, that's all. You know, American way and all that. That shoulder gear is freaking cool looking, man. That's so cool. It makes me so happy to be wearing that. It is badass. And I like it. Okay. Just a little bit more resources. And they will go about doing the sparkly shiny things. What? Yo, look at that skybox though. I mean, Bless Unleashed is a really pretty looking game, and I like it. Well, that is. I like the way it looks, that is. Now I have a flashback to, like, Burlington Coat Factory.
Fury rising.
Thank you. I just wanted the ore, sir. You know. Yeah, Bless Unleashed is pretty, but, like, stuff like this evokes such a different feeling. Where, like, okay. So, okay, we're gonna do a little bit of impromptu tourism here. Let's turn this back on real quick. We're gonna do a little bit of impromptu tourism. Hold up. Hold up. We do a little bit of tourism here. So, never mind I was going to say the rampaging silence. I don't know if that's exactly the words, but, you know, I want you to kind of see what I mean in terms of the difference. So, I'm going to do something like that. It takes a second to load, unfortunately. No. Bird cam. Pick up, baby. There we go. So, we're going to hop into here really quick, and I want you to kind of see the difference in what I mean, because is the graphics fidelity like the greatest, like top tier, cutting edge, yada yada? And not really, no, but it's evocative, it's stylized, you know, it's still pretty even if it's not cutting edge anymore. It's still graphically impressive. I want you to take a look at this. I have 3 characters, cool. These 2 were literally level 1s because I was just like, I could try it. Sucky thing about this game is that they are, like, race locked. So, only these Varg people can be berserkers. Only elves can be archers. You know, even the classes that have more than one race only have 2 race options, and usually one of them is human, and the other is something else. God damn, this really does make your ear itch, doesn't it? Okay, so I want to display the difference here. So, as of right now, I am in some random ass place. I don't even really know. But what we're going to do is we're going to go to... So yeah, at one point yesterday, because I got bored, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to run around and explore until I die, because that sounds like the type of thing you would do in an MMO. You know what? I'm kind of curious as to what the rest of the world looks like, so I'm just going to run around until a high-level mob kills me. I literally was able to explore. One, I will say, this is a much larger world map than I was fully expecting it to be. I was not expecting this map to be anywhere near this large. So kudos for that. But also, I was able to explore the entire thing. The whole map. Every single one of these teleports, every one of these waypoints, every single one of the waypoints, and every single one of the zones, I have managed to take or find. And I did that at level 9. I did that at level 9. So, but to show you the difference. So we're gonna go to... That was like in Darren Fields, right? But let's go to somewhere that's similar. Let's go to... Let's see. would be similar. South Spirios, maybe? Timeless Jungles and Kala. Both of these are apparently, like, high-level areas. But let's go to... By the way, the fire pits are not the same as the little wingy things, because the fire pits are where you actually regen your health, because you don't really regen your health unless you eat food. You just, I mean, so think like classic WoW. You don't really regen health quickly at all. You have to eat food and drink water and stuff like that. So that's a thing. The fire pits are like places you can sit down to regen faster. And people can also, the cool thing is that people also, for some reason when you teleport, you fall like 60 feet in the air. I don't know if that's a thing, but apparently it is. But, so compare Guild Wars to this, right? Like, it is more visually impressive, right? It's got all the neat post-processing effects. It's got, you know, depth of field. It technically has motion blur. I have to turn it off because motion blur is garbage. But, like, it's pretty, right? But there's also... What am I trying to say? So this is kind of like the closest analog I could think of, you know... That's not Krita. Is that Krita? I think that's Krita. Gendarin Fields, yeah, that's Krita. So, like, the sort of close analog to Krita to this. And, like, one kind of made me be like, part of me like, man, I would kill to see Guild Wars 2 remade in an engine like this. And at the same time, like, it looks nice. It looks kind of like the same engine that Black Desert was made in. Looks pretty, right? But at the same time, it's also... It's hard to explain. Also, I can't zoom in any closer than this, so I can't actually take my pretty scenic screenshots, which makes me kind of sad. I really wish I could. I mean, I can still take screenshots and all, but I have to have my ugly-ass character there. And I mean, she's not ugly. She's a beautiful, fine beast woman and all that good stuff. But I mean, it's pretty looking, but there's also... It doesn't have the same... Actually, hold on a second. Also, like, the UI in this game, you can tell when they retooled it specifically for consoles, because this UI is not really designed with the mindset of, like, a PC gamer or just an MMO gamer. And honestly, I just think the UI is not good. Like, it's just, it's very, like, Xbox One type of, like, menu screen, and even then I think it's like a cheap knockoff. I'm pretty sure that the Xbox One menu screen was probably easier to read than this. For instance, in order to log out of the game other than Alt F4, you have to go into options and then hit close game. There's not just like an option to close the game, I guess. I guess that's kind of the same if you go into like your settings, you see the close game at the bottom. Actually, yeah. Actually, no, that's not as bad as I thought it is. I thought it was like, I'm like... Well, let me do this first of all. Graphics. I'm gonna go to full screen. .20 by 1080. Yes, I want to... Hopefully it doesn't cause all my shit to freak out. Okay. So I will say, it looks a lot worse on my screen right now because I have it running at 1080. I don't see any particular difference with your except that it's probably noticeably smoother now. But like I said, it looks nicer than Guild Wars 2. Like, it's nicer looking, but I don't know if I would necessarily call it, like, better looking. You know, the graphics are much higher fidelity and all that kind of stuff. You know, all the cool post-processing effects, all the cool 3D effects, ambient occlusion, and all that kind of stuff. By the way, if you're curious as to how the game looks on either of these handhelds right here, allow me to blow your mind right now. So, by the way, I'm on normal settings. I have a 3070 and a 5900X. I'm on normal settings. Let's try very high. Let's see what happens if I'm at very high. Did that do anything? Curious. Be honest, I don't see a difference between normal and very high. I don't really know. Like, I don't know if you guys see anything. I don't spot anything. But if you want to see the way the game looks on those handhelds, allow me to blow your mind with this real quick. Huh. Welcome to the game at very low settings. Honestly, it actually doesn't look nearly as terrible on that screen as it does on this, because this looks like PS1 graphics on my end, so let me go ahead and fix that real quick. Let's do graphics, full screen. We're gonna go 720. Yeah. It's because I want y'all to see this shit. I want y'all to see it the way I'm seeing it right now. Can you guys see the jank? Like, look at that wonderful leaf. Unfortunately, I still don't think this is doing justice to just how jank it looks on this screen right now, like how pixelated it is. Because it looks terrible on this screen right now. So let me go ahead and fix that really quick, because I am going to try and log back into this and be like, Jesus Christ, what's wrong with this thing? We're going to go 1920 by 1080, so that way my system doesn't freak the fuck out. I'm going to put it on normal settings. Yeah. But yeah, see, like, the way this looks, like I said, it's the closest analog I can find to Tyria. And I mean, it looks nice. It's pretty, and there is a part of me that for whatever reason is just like, give me more of this game. It's not that good of a game. Like, it's not bad. I can't stress, it's not a bad game. But it's also not a very good game. It's kind of forgettable. Like, it's... I don't know how it was before. I don't know how it was when it was Bless Online and it's like 18 different iterations, but... I mean, as it stands now, like... combat's not bad. You know, it's enjoyable enough. Like I said, it may be quote-unquote clunky, but for my Berserker, you know, left and right click do different combinations and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, I'm a little bit animation locked, but, you know, I will say the most important thing is that my dodge roll is very responsive. Like, as soon as I hit it, unless I'm animation locked, you know, even, and notice this, even when I'm hitting abilities, you know, I'm still able to roll pretty much immediately, which is the exact opposite of clunky. The fact that there's actually certain levels of... like, I can't do that, but I mean, like, the fact that I can get out of an animation relatively quickly with that dodge roll automatically makes it better than the Berserker with Tyria, because with Tyria, like, your dodge roll was fucking locked until that animation was over, unless you canceled it with a block, at which point then you can evade. But, like I said, I think this feels less clunky than the Berserker and Tyria, but is that I don't see the massive complaints with it feeling quote-unquote clunky. I don't know how it was before, but how it is now, I'm like, it's not bad. It's just kind of generic. There's really nothing about it that makes it stick out, except for the visual fidelity, which is, again, is nice, but also, like, eh. So, that's how that looks. I may actually play more of this. Like I said, I may end up playing a little bit more of this later. Also, kudos to the game for actually respecting full screen, which is better than some MMOs I've actually tried. Like, there's legit like a list of 5 or 6 MMOs on my screen right here, which just straight up would... Excuse me, sir? Spreckens a what? What I thought. But there's a list of like 5 or 6 games on here that just straight up would not respect whatever your full screen listing was. And the reason I say that is because this dude right here, actually, by the way, yeah, that's how my camera's set up. Surprise. Right ass mirror finish. But this guy right here has a native resolution of 2560 by 1600. This thing has a higher freaking display than this monitor right here. This monitor right here is 1080. This has more pixels than that. Than that. I'm pointing at the camera, but pretend I'm pointing at the monitor. Sure. But this has more pixels. And there were probably, I want to say, like 4 or 5 MMOs where even listed at full screen, trying to drop it down to 1280 by 800 just wouldn't fucking do anything. And I'm telling you right now, as nice as that thing is, it ain't running most MMOs at 2560 by 1600. That shit ain't not happening. Like, I think one of them was Gloria Victus. It just wouldn't respect full screen. And what was happening was that, like, I was trying to log on to one of these games just to test the settings out, and I was getting literally like 1 frame a second, or 1 frame, or the seconds per frame type thing. Yeah, I ended up having to change the native, like the actual screen resolution down to 1280 by 800 so I could actually launch all of the games I wanted to launch without having to fight with, excuse me, without having to fight with a bunch of shit that I didn't want to fight with. Hello? What the hell is this? What is this? I don't know, but I'm gonna murder it. I can fight it. So yeah, answering your question, well, maybe not answering a question, but a question I had earlier was like, so I have a spec, right? Somebody was like, oh, you 70-something, you don't have a specialization. Like, this is what they're talking about as a specialization, right? These builds right here. Like, I'm not necessarily saying it's a good build, it's kind of all over the place, but then again, you know, most newbies is all over the place. Aw, shit. Aw, shaz muffins. I have no idea what I just walked into, but... ah, goddamn Guild Wars 2 is great for that exact reason.
Finish this later.
Hold up. Mr. Siege Engineer, I gotta wake you up.
Protected.
That's some bullshit game. Alright, just spawn him inside a tree. That's fair. There we go. Back in business. Wait, are all of them able to? Are all the mortars able to be? Oh no, I'm in the wrong place. See, once again, I'm trying to hit control to dodge, and it's not doing it. Oh damn it! I've been playing Bless Unleashed too much. Ow! You need to endure more, woman. Okay, hup. Where y'all going? You need to back up off my Cheerios, please. And you can just get one shot, I guess. Alright, that's fair. But, like, I do have a spec, right? I know that there are apparently, I guess, spec-specific things down here, etc., but at the same time, I'm just, like... I'm just confused. More than anything. Like, I am a newbie. I'm okay with being a newbie. I have made my peace with that, and quite frankly, I embrace it because I don't want to know everything there is to know about the game as of yet. I'm too busy just having fun exploring things and just being, you know, the wide-eyed tourist, just being like, oh wow, look at that! Look at the clouds! Look! They're above me! It's so cool! You know what I mean? Like, I enjoy that wide-eyed wonder. You know, I don't want to become the bitter, jaded veteran who's just sort of like, meh, sure, I mean, it looks nice, but also, like, there are these outstanding issues and this doesn't happen. Like, I don't want to turn into the WoW player I was. I don't want to be like, well, sure, this looks nice, but also there's a whole bunch of issues that just make it completely unplayable. You know, like, there's X issues wrong. It's like, shit game, dead game, nobody cares, etc., etc. Purple monkey dishwasher. Where y'all going? So, what am I supposed to be doing, anyway? Hey! I'm gonna be honest. Excuse me, madam? I beg your pardon? I will have you know, I graduated top of my class at... oh, finish them. Yeah, I will absolutely finish them.
Well executed.
Ah, that's cool. I had a Mortal Kombat finisher. Is that a normal thing? Is that a normal thing? Is a finisher like a normal thing? Is that just swag? I need to know. Flash wiki. Finisher. Finisher is an action in PvP play that is used to finish an opponent while they're in a down state. This will immediately put the enemy in a defeated state regardless of their health. While downed, when you're a down enemy, finish them is displayed. Interacting begins with similar... That's cool. You have finishers in PvP? Yo, you've got finishers? That's freaking cool. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, though. Yeah. Mortal Kombat, bitches.